James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson we're going to learn how to play Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed. And we're going to learn this song in a bunch of different ways, so no matter what your level, there's definitely going to be something for you. We're going to show you that intro bit, we're going to show you an easy way to play the chords and the strumming, and then we're going to show you the actual chords and strumming that they do on the song. And if you find that along the way you need any help with any of the stuff here, the chord shapes, rhythm, any of that stuff, I have a bunch of free resources. There's my free ebook, which has some videos and all the stuff that comes with it. There's my premium beginners course, which takes you through all the basics and gets you to the point where you can strum along with literally hundreds of thousands of songs. So check those out if you need any help. There's links down below. Anyways, we're going to start off. We're going to make this shape with our fingers. We're on the 3rd fret of the A string and then the 2nd fret of the D string. So that's like the C shape basically. Except we don't need our first finger yet. We just need those two notes and we're just going to pluck them together. I like to use my thumb and my first finger, but you could use a pick and just play them both. Just be really careful not to accidentally hit the G string. That's why I use my fingers. It's pretty reliable. We do that 2 times. And then we move our middle finger over to the 2nd fret of the G string. So it was on the D string, we just move it over 1 string, and we put our first finger on the 1st fret of the lowest string. And we're just going to pluck the lowest string and the G string. So this finger, we're just leaving it there, just to make it simpler. It'll be easier to go back to C once we've done this bit. If you take it off, it's fine, but it'll make it a little bit more difficult for you. So we'll just leave it on. This is what we have so far. And if you're having trouble getting this to sound, like if it sounds more like this, and that's muted, you have to lower your thumb a bit. Curl your fingers more. You know, you want your fingers to be curved. You don't want them to be all floppy or else they'll mute strings by accident. So we're here so far. And now all I do is I take my first finger off the lowest string and I put it on the 1st fret of the B string and I just pluck that. And as I pluck it, I get back to my first shape. So I move my middle finger over here. And then I'm reset. So the whole thing. And then I can do it all again. And I'm exaggerating my movements and like lifting my fingers really high and stuff so you guys can see what's going on. But you want to try to leave your fingers down as much as possible and move as little as possible. You know, you want to be efficient. Anyways, take some time with that. You can always just take a look at the tab at the top of the screen, go through it really slowly. I'll do it one more time, super slowly. So that's the intro bit, and that's happening along with the chords. So on the recording, they're doing the chords and the strumming as well as that. You can do one or the other. Obviously, you only have 2 hands and 1 guitar, right? You're gonna have to pick one. We're gonna need 2 chord shapes, C and F. For C, it's a basic open chord. If you need more help with that, check out my free ebook. And then for F, there's a few options. On the actual recording, they're using F6, which is like this. So that's on the D string, the 3rd fret, then the 2nd fret of the next one. Then we put our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then we have our index on the 1st fret of the highest string. So from the other way, it's like 1, 3, 2, 3. But we can use any type of regular F chord as well, like the F bar chord or the 4-finger grip. That's a bit easier. We skip the 1st string, 1st fret of the next string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret with our pinky, 3rd fret with our ring, get your thumb over the top, mute that low string, mute the highest string with the underside of your 1st finger. So choose your weapon, you know, pick any of those F chords. There's only one type of C chord that we're using, but we can use, you know, a variety of different F chords. And let's just practice switching between them really slowly just to get used to the switching. Here we go, starting on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to LA. Down, 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 down. Let's keep doing that. I'll use a different F chord here. So work it out just like that. Make sure that you can do 4 downstrokes, keep a nice steady beat, and not miss any of the switches. And once you can do that, we can add a strumming pattern to this. And the pattern goes like this. I'll do it really slowly now. 3 and 4 and. We start off going down, down, up 3 times. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And if you want to do that with the counting to make sure that you're doing it precisely and perfectly, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then all we have to do is miss, up, down, up at the very end. So miss on a downstroke, then up, down, up. Miss, up, down, up. Just try that a whole bunch of times in a row. Miss, up, down, up. Miss, up, down, up. Miss, up, down, up. And when you're ready, glue it together with that first part. Down, down, up 3 times. Then miss, up, down, up. 2, 3. Miss, up, down, up. And once you can do it a whole bunch of times in a row, slowly, you're ready to speed it up bit by bit. And once you have it up to speed, sounds like the song, totally. And that's a pretty long, fast strumming pattern. If you're just getting started, I recommend trying a really simple one that goes, it's a lot simpler, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just do that instead. You know, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and. If you're taking my course, it's one of the strumming patterns in there, super duper simple. So, whichever way you want to do it, whether it's the really easy way, just down, 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 up, that'll take up one whole chord. Or we can do a way faster strumming pattern that's double time, down, 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 down. You know, either way, when you're ready, we're going to do this next part nice and slow, slower than I was just playing that pattern. You know, definitely slower than that. Just going between C and the F6 chord. Let's try it just a few times. 3 and 4 and. I said, hey girl, take a walk on the wild side. All right, now the only other part that's left is this little bit that he uses to kind of break up the monotony, so that the whole song isn't just 2 chords. It's the like dun 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 dun. Went down down down. She said, "Hey girl." You know, that little bit right there. And all we're doing there is we're going from C to D minor. So we haven't done the D minor chord yet. 1, 3, 2. If you need extra help with that, it's in my free ebook. Then we go to an F chord. And instead of playing F6, let's actually just play one of the other F chords. And then back to D minor. And for this part, we are going to use that simple strumming pattern. Even if you can play the more complicated one, the simple one is what they're doing on the recording. So let's do it that way. You know, we're just going to go down, 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 up. Then we switch to the next chord. Down, 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 up. Then F, down, 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 up. Back to D, down, 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 up. And when we're putting this all together, we're going to go C to F, do that 2 times, Then we do the other part, C, D minor, F, D minor. Then we do C to F again 2 times, and that's the whole form. Then we just keep repeating that whole thing. So take a quick look at it. We're gonna do this a whole bunch, so you have a lot of time to kind of get it. I think that listening to the song and hearing it coming is gonna help more than anything. You know, when I have to learn a bunch of songs, like if I get hired to play a gig, I spend most of my time listening to all these songs, especially if I'm not familiar with them. So that way I know what's coming, you know, and if you do that, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know that other part's coming. You know, I know the part with the D minor is coming. You'll be able to hear it. It's not that difficult. It's like, oh, something different is happening. You know, it's not the same anymore. So definitely listen to the song if you're having trouble keeping up with when the chords are changing. And as you're listening, be an active listener. Don't just, you know, chop vegetables or sweep the floor while you're listening. Listen to the song, think about when the chords are changing. That'll help you out so much. Anyways, here we go, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Here's the other part. I'll do it the easy way now. Down, down, down. Strums on each. Even when and now I'm down, you said, hey babe, down, down, up, down. I said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Back to the other version. So that's how you play Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed. We went over the intro bit, the chords for the whole thing, an easy strumming pattern, and the actual strumming pattern that they use. So no matter what your level or where you're at with guitar, there's gonna be something in here for you. And if you need extra help with any of the parts, please remember to check out my free resources. There's my free ebook. And if you want like the fast track to success, there's my premium beginners course. And there's links to all those down below. I hope you have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.